Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel, Superman Crypto, and of course Pulsechain YouTube. Over 10,500 subscribers. Big welcome to you all. And of course, that's Christmas week, isn't it? Coming up to Christmas Day. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Pulsechain Baby Christmas Rally was on overnight, and we're going to talk a bit more about that. What else? We're going to talk about a whale that sold a big amount as well. And of course, we're going to get into a lot of the news around the markets. It's pretty much mostly market focused today. We're going to be talking about PUSD Algo and a couple of updates around Ethereum ETFs. So stay tuned. And if you like getting paid at the end of the day, we're going to have that as well. Getting paid to Hex miners, looking good. Live beneath the house there. Hello, how are you today? Very good. Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLSX incentive for the win 100%. That is the golden strategy of this channel. We've got Archie in the house there, one of our cool moderators. Hi all. Good shout out to Archie. Now, Archie's also a specialist in the TRH ecosystem, or Jacob's ecosystem, as we like to call it, with TRH, TYCZ, PUSD Algo, and of course PulseBot and BNB Bot. So if you love getting all the alpha in the Discord, join our Discord, because we got the Pulsechain chat. Archie drops tons of alpha there around strategy and around information and intel as well. So definitely get in our Discord for that. The link is in the video description. We got Eddie as well. Superman delivering good news. Christmas rally in effect. Woo, says Eddie. I like that. Yeah, definitely a baby rally. It's a baby Christmas rally. And we do have whales out there splashing around. So holding it back from maybe a growing up rally, Christmas rally. But we got a baby rally in any case. Looking good. Everything is laying out. The foundations for Pulsechain are being laid by big protocols. So, and we got more to come up there. Looks like Power City may launch. I don't know. When's it going to launch? Is it going to be between Christmas and New Year, or is it going to be in the new year? And that allows liquid loans to shine this year. And maybe Power City shines in January. Something like that's going to happen. So we're waiting for those big protocols as well. So we got a few things to get into it. Let's go straight into it, folks. And let me bring up the screen. We're going to start off with the stock market. So let's go for that. Bam. And there we are. So stock market is looking good, folks. Up again. This Christmas rally has been really good. S&P 500 jumps as ongoing rally puts record high in sight, which is fantastic for the S&P 500. We got the Dow Jones is up 0.7%, looking really good. 252 points. It's amazing. 37,557 on the Dow Jones. Remember, the Dow Jones is the top 30 industrial companies in the United States. So real good bellwether there. S&P 500 up 0.6%. 28 points to 4,768. And as you guys know, Fundstrat manager Tom Lee talked about hitting 4,800 by the end of the year. Man, he is so close to being 100% correct there. It is definitely amazing. We start off, I think, at 4,200, 4,300, and now here we are near 4,800, which is amazing. And you saw Morgan Stanley yesterday predict for 2024's forecast that it would be up somewhere like 5,100, which is kind of conservative potentially if it's going to continue to further rally. So it's going to be fun to see that play out. Now, if we look at the max chart, of course, on the S&P 500, we can already see we had this previous high back here on the, I guess, the 12th of January, 2021, where we got up to, was that the 1st of January? I'm not sure. I think it's American phrase there. And that is at 4,766. So, you know, we're pretty much around that level at the moment. So really got this double top thing happening. Maybe it's up and away next year for that. So looking good. Nasdaq at the moment is at 60, up almost 0.7%, 98 points to 15,000. And of course, we can also see that moving up higher as well. But the all-time high is way higher than that. It's up at 15,500. We're currently at 15,000. So only about 550 points away from the looks of it from the Nasdaq, which has got all the tech companies in it. So it's doing pretty well also. Dollar is down again. So dollar's been slowly sliding down. We're at 101.745, and it's down almost 0.5% there on the dollar at the moment. You can sort of see over time. This is all time, and it's definitely down there. So that's on that. Let's have a quick look at the commodities. We got West Texas and Brent oil there. West Texas is up 1.8%. Brent oil is pretty much flat, and $74 and $79 respectively for West Texas and Brent oil there. Or actually, it's just updated, so the West Texas is flat too at $74. So not much happening there. Gold is at $2,050 and silver at $24.35. That's pretty much it on the commodities. Not much to talk about in terms of the news, but that is pretty much it. And don't forget, our next Fed meeting, which is coming up, is quite a while ahead of us. And it is 6 weeks away and 19 days until the next Federal Reserve meeting, which, of course, is the first one for 2024. And that's going to be January the 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern there. So at the end of January. It's going to be a bit of a sneaky one there. So far, we have got 90% of the market expecting a no change in interest rates for January. But they're pretty bullish on March because the majority of the market expecting at least a 25 basis point decrease, a pivot as early as March. So we know that quite a few of the Fed presidents are trying to hold the horses on the market, but we'll see where we go. I still think May is probably more likely at this stage, but we'll see what happens there. Obviously, we've got virtually all market participants expecting May to be a pivot. So definitely on the early side March, but maybe May is still the play there. We will see. Now, they're not too far away from their inflation target of 2%. And, of course, they always overshoot. That's the issue. So they may hurt the economy much more than it needed to be. But, of course, it's an election year, and they might want to keep the economy jumping along there without hurting it too much. So they may get that March pivot in there. We'll be watching out for that. All right, that's the stock market. So looking green, green, green. Bitcoin not doing too bad either. Has been moving up and down and wavy up and down there. Bitcoin at 42,400, up 0.7%. Bitcoin dominance at 51.4%. Ethereum there at 2,181, up 1.77%. Now, we did get up to that 2,300, 2,400. We're going to talk about that when we get up to the chart, but that is kind of where we are at the moment. And, of course, there has been a big seller apparently in the market. We're going to talk about that when we get up to the ETH chart. But that's pretty much it. BNB, though, is up 5%. That's against the trend there, $252 on BNB. So we'll be looking out to see where that goes to. That's pretty much it on the market there for overall. Kind of just a slightly down day on the market at the moment. Looking at Bitcoin, we're just still riding along that 20 EMA, that yellow line. And we've had a range today. It's a high of 43,461, which is pretty good, right, up here. But we've had a low of 41,780 on Bitcoin, and we're currently at 42,329, which is a pretty nice spot, to be honest. I think that's a really good position on there. Now, don't forget, we've got all the big stuff coming up there. The Bitcoin ETFs window is the 10th of January. We've got 13 Bitcoin ETFs, and, of course, the big money of the globe will flow. The big money of the globe will flow, and, of course, that will put a bit more pressure on possibly even sovereign funds for countries, also increasing potentially chance of funding through to Bitcoin as well, not just purchasing of gold. Be interesting to see. Obviously, there's been big talk about potentially oil money countries investing big time in Bitcoin and through the ETFs, and potentially a massive rally, super rally in a short space of time, rather than something that's sort of a big and then sort of builds up over time. So we'll see where that does play out. Bitcoin there. And, of course, then we've got the Ethereum ETFs in March. Now, we've got some news around that, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then we've got Bitcoin halving in April. So everything looking pretty good, and potentially a Fed pivot somewhere between March and May in this zone here as well. So looking really, really good. All right, let's jump over to Ethereum. And, of course, Ethereum there is currently had a much weaker range there. So we've been as low as $2,134, a high of $2,254. We're currently at $2,175 there. So on the bottom range, weaker than the Bitcoin, as you can see. And we've also broken down the 20 EMA here as well compared to Bitcoin, which is still holding quite nicely. Ethereum is down. Now, we've had apparently two sellers. Apparently, we've had Celsius has been selling, and that's been putting downward pressure on the market there on the Ethereum. And the other thing, of course, is that we had news that the Ethereum ETFs may be delayed from March and maybe as late as May. Now, I don't know if that means all of them, but definitely looks like they've been pushed back, the Ethereum ETFs. So pushing final decision back to May. So that's going to push things out a little bit there. Maybe when we have the interest rate pivot in May, maybe that's all going to line up there. So still bullish, but pushed out further there for Ethereum. Now, obviously, Bitcoin can still lead the way, and we'll see how that goes with the January 10th approval. SEC has pushed back on its decision on a roster of Ethereum ETFs with the final date of a potential approval arriving in late May. So that's quite a difference from March, right, with the Bitcoin halving in April. So it could be a good position, actually. Sometimes being a bit later can be good. The SEC has pushed back its decision on several Ether exchange-traded funds to May 2024. In multiple December 18 regulatory findings, the agency delayed its decision on the Hashdex Nasdaq Ethereum ETF and the Grayscale Ethereum Futures ETF. The Hashdex ETF aims to hold both spot Ether and futures contracts, while Grayscale's Ethereum Futures ETF is seen as a Trojan horse that would corner the SEC into allowing Grayscale to convert its Ethereum trust to a spot Ethereum ETF. In the filings, the agency said it was instituting proceedings that involve gathering further public input around whether or not the ETFs should be listed. The agency has also pushed back a decision on Van Eyck, spot Ethereum ETF, and spot Ethereum ETF lodged by Kathy Wood's ARK investment and 21 shares. So some of the big brand names there. James Steffert, who we follow on this, he's one of the top analysts. Update, and of course he's talked about this delay with ARK investments and 21 shares there, expected and was due by December 26th. Final date of these is late May. So that looks like it really has been pushed back there. You can see James Steffert there updating a lot of the details there. Updates, Van Eyck receives a delayed order on their spot Ethereum ETF filing. This was expected in June, so no changes there. You can see the source document there as well. So according to Bloomberg ETF analyst James Steffert, these delays were expected and were due to arrive sometime before December 25. And of course, he added that the final date the regulator can decide on ETFs will arrive in late May. So there we go. And of course, another update there from James Steffert. SEC going early with delay orders for Hashdex and Gray filings. Neither were due until January the 1st, 2024. Maybe just clearing the queue before the holidays. Despite the SEC having approved Ethereum futures ETFs in the past, the agency has yet to approve a spot or mixed type product. Meanwhile, most of the market is focused on whether the SEC will approve 13 spot Bitcoin ETFs before the agency, according to Steffert and fellow Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balkahunas. The SEC could decide as early as January the 10th, 2024. Both analysts have pegged the chance of a spot Bitcoin ETF approve at 90%. The markets have been buoyed by the optimism that coming with institutional access to Bitcoin. The last 6 months, the price of Bitcoin has increased by more than 44%, while touting slightly less significant gains. Ether price has risen by 16.8% in the same time frame. So that is some of the updates there on the Ethereum. So both those features around the Celsius selling and potentially the delay in the Ethereum ETFs may have a bit more downward pressure on Ethereum there compared to a Bitcoin, which is still holding up very nicely above that 20 EMA. So still looking good though. We're still up at 21.73, so we'll see how we go there on that. And that leads us into Pulsechain. Before we get into Pulsechain though, let's catch up in the chat there, see if anyone else has jumped in since we started. Sandy Beach in the house. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. Crushing it out there as an influencer in Pulsechain. Big shout out to you. Pumpkin Owl as well. Hey all. Hey now. Hey, good to see you, Pumpkin. I can tell my voice is still a little bit croaky, but hey, we're getting there. We're recovering slowly. Wookie's been out for a skate to do a shout out for DJ Cryptomatic Hexmas Spectacular, says Wookie. Oh, that's very nice. what? Skating with the Wookie and the DJ. Yeah, that could be quite funky, couldn't it? We got Fast Abdul in the house there. I'm here for the tech, says Fast Abdul. I'm sure you are. I always like those polls when they poll people. Are you here for the tech or are you here for the crypto pump or something else? I'm here for the tech. All right, let's get into it. Pulsechain update. Let's do it. What day is it? Day 221 on Pulsechain. Day 221 on Pulsechain. Let's find out how we're going. So Pulse at the moment, the Pulsechain baby Christmas rally. I hope you guys like the cute little business baby on top of the thumbnail. I thought that was kind of cute. And I took a bit of work to put that in there, but it looks pretty cool. We got quadruple 0592. The price is up 3.72%. Yesterday, of course, we had quite a nice little rally that got taken out a little bit by a big whale. We're going to talk about that. So 0.59% sacrifice price, so pretty much around 60% of the mean sacrifice price at the moment. Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0163, up 4.15%. And of course, we are waiting for Power City, right? Power City, baby, yeah, earn protocol. And Power City has been doing very well in the market. So definitely going to be one of the best performing sacrifice projects and looking pretty good. So we've got the buy and burn at the moment is 613 billion. 613.3 billion Pulsex has been bought up and burned as part of the superior tokenomics course of Pulsex and the Pulsechain. 2.99%. We are so close, folks. 2.99% of the public supply has been bought up and burned. And man, we're so close to 3%. It's going to happen. in the next 24 hours. It's gonna happen. 3%. And I said before Christmas, it's looking good. I mean, it was just a way we're gonna go. We're gonna burn, 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 baby, burn. We got incentive token at the moment, 51 cents, up 0.5%, and we got well over 19 million incentive in supply with under 16 million burn through Jacob's TRH game, which is pretty cool. We're looking forward to a V4. Probably looks like it's gonna. I don't know whether it's going to be this year or the end, early next year. Looks possibly like early next year. We'll see whether there's any surprise in that space. But the other thing, we've got some updates in the Discord under Pulsechain chat number 2 if you want to check out on TRH updates there. Hot off the press there from Archie, our superstar on that topic. We've got the current Hex. Hex actually was over a cent yesterday. It's back under at the moment, but it's up 2.75%. on 24-hour basis, and it's currently at 9800th of a cent or a penny. And we've got EHEX at the moment is at half a penny at the moment. So the combined price just sitting at just under 1.5 cents for the combined price of EHEX and BX. That is Hex on Ethereum and Hex on Pulsechain. All right, so those are the numbers for day 221. Can you believe it? 221. Let's get into the charts, have a quick look at that. And yeah, we had a little baby rally. Look at this baby Christmas rally. It was up and away. This is on the hourly chart on Pulsechain. We're up and uppity. We love this. Up you go. And then suddenly we get up to the top here. We got the quadruple 062. And I had to take a breather. Had to have a cup of tea. Had to have a little Chardonnay, something like that. And it got slowly sold down. And then along came a whale. Boo, 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 boo. Sacrifice whale decides to sell down over $500,000. Let's have a quick look at this guy. This guy here. Pulse alerts here. 511K. Die stable from Ethereum. He sold it, and he sold Pulsex. I think he sold 5 billion. I think it was maybe 5 billion Pulse. I think it was, and then he bridged it over to Ethereum, and then he sent it off. I think to one of the exchanges. I can't remember which one now. I had it in my head before, but he sent that away, and yeah, that's I don't know where it's gone. Maybe he's done something else with it. I don't know, but that was it. And he sold about 1/6 of his whale bags that he had. He's still got tons and tons of Pulse and tons of Pulsex. So he's definitely one of the, I think he spent $4.5 million on the sacrifice. So he's definitely one of our top ones. I think we had 111 sacrifice wallets that did over $1 million. So yeah, I think it was, I just can't remember if that was Pulse or Pulsex. But yeah, one of those wallets. I do have the numbers in the spreadsheet, but I didn't bother to look them up before the live stream, which is not a good idea. Hey, this is the way it goes. Because the official site's been taken down, right? The site that we used to look at, I think it's been taken down on the sacrifice list, but yeah, we could check that out. Anyway, so yeah, the prices decided. It went all the way back down. Look at that. Big sell down, and it went all the way down to quadruple 05523. So it started off that hourly candle at quadruple 061, went all the way down to quadruple 055. So that was just $500,000. There, it's got $1.3 million in the volume candle there, but when it netted out for that wallet, it was about just over $500,000. And of course, the market started buying it back up, which is a really good sign. So the market started buying back up. How far are we going to go though? Normally, you want to get over 2/3. You get over 2/3, it's a good move. You get up to a third or something or half, it's a like kind of weaker move. But let's see if we can get back up there. We're currently at quadruple 0.5923. Now, the other side of this is you can look at it as the redistribution. Whenever a whale sells out, it gets redistributed to a whole ton of other players. And you know, that's generally, it can be a good thing if you've got network effect growth going on there. But that is kind of cool. We're at quadruple 0.59, almost back at 6,000, which is up here. So that's kind of the play there on that one. Let's have a look at the daily, though, on Pulsechain. And we can see that, yeah, we had a nice rise there. You can see the range quite large, but we're still looking very, very strong with our baby Christmas rally. Nice one there so far. How far are we up since we hit that bottom mark there? I guess we got as high as a 36% gain in a week. We're currently up at 29% still, which is very nice in 7 days. So looking pretty good is the old chain there. We're also starting to get some changes in the Bollinger Bands. That's these blue lines, this blue area here. And the top line is the top 95% of the price range, and the bottom line is the bottom 5% of the price range. The orange line in the middle is the 50% mark. And so we actually got a bit of a trend going with the Bollinger Band. Was going downtrend, of course. Well, we're starting to see it flatten out here. Starting to see it flatten out because this nice little rally here, baby Christmas rally. So that's looking kind of good there too. Let me just get rid of those. We're going to push up the RSI. We're at 55, so still pretty chilling. We're above 50, so that's kind of bullish territory. Everything looking not too bad there for the old Pulsechain. and maybe it's going to bode well for over the Christmas break. We could slowly creep up over the Christmas break when people are on holiday. Maybe the whales are asleep, and we just that while they're sleeping in the holiday period, Christmas holidays, we just slowly just move up there and sneak up on them there. That'd be pretty good. All right, so that is kind of some of the news there. Let's move over to Pulsechain. Pulsechain, of course, is up and away here as well. So we had definitely our baby Christmas rally there, looking pretty good. We've been up as much as 41%, so actually doing slightly better than the Pulsechain up in 7 days. We're currently up 34%, so still holding better than Pulsechain at the moment over that 7-day period. Now, the other thing, of course, is waiting for Pulsechain, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. Bring on the M protocol. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Liquid loans, of course, has been doing incredibly well. Let me bring that up quickly. It's been doing incredibly well for Pulsechain. The numbers are spectacular. And let's have a look where we're up on that actually quickly before we get into that. So we've got 733 billion Pulse has been taken off the market, which was what I did the number yesterday. It was over 4.5% of the Pulsechain supply. And we just hit $19 million. So looking really, really good. So I guess we're trying to head up towards 23 million plus, and that will overtake eDai or Ethereum DAI. And we just saw that $500,000 leave on the old Ethereum DAI. So that's going to make it easier to get to. So we're probably another $4 million, give or take, away from USDL becoming the #1 stablecoin on Pulsechain. And of course, we heard Crypto Crazy, the CEO, in a live stream I did about 4 or 5 days ago, talk about that was his goal. And his goal is much broader. He would like USDL to be flooded through the trading pairs, and also to potentially have some sort of exit partnership. So we could see potentially, maybe we'll see credit cards, maybe we'll see on-ramp, off-ramps through that as well. So this could be much bigger. They may have much bigger plans than anybody's imagining right now. Could be super, super bullish for liquid loans for Pulsechain long term. So looking good there at the moment. Pretty neat. All right, so looking good there. And number 2 in a stablecoin at the moment. Now, Pulsechain, of course, is going to have its own stablecoin, PXDC, with PowerCity. So we're waiting for that too. These are key infrastructures. Key stablecoin is key infrastructure. The rollout of stablecoins on Pulsechain that are native to Pulsechain is a key infrastructure, laying the foundations for future growth. And so it's really, really important for that to play out. And it's still very early days, right? So excited about that. So bring on that. Looks like maybe, I don't know when they're going to do their M protocol launch. Maybe the new year. Maybe to give liquid loans that breathing room to grow. And maybe we'll see that. So we'll just keep an eye on that at the moment. All right, so let's go into the RSI. RSI at the moment is 53. Let's jump over to incentive token. At the moment is 51 cents. It had a little bit of a pump earlier to 55, and that is pretty much where that is. So it's that one. I don't know what happened to my ratio, but I have to go and find that. Hex versus Pulse at the moment is at 90 hundredths of a penny. We did get up to 1.065 cents, so that was really, really good. And we've got 2 green days in the house there. All the metrics on PHEX are looking green and bullish. I saw Access Alive post out a very good post, and it showed more. I showed a certain number of metrics, but he was showing a whole ton more, and they were all bullish green for Hex on Pulsechain. So looking really good. We've got a couple of them on here, of course. We've got the RSI is at 51, looking really good, just entering the bullish territory there. And the other one, of course, is even better, is the MACD. And this doesn't look like a fake out this time. Looks like a full-on move. So we had a little fake out here, but this one here looks a genuine move to the upside. So keep a lookout. We're going to get something like this. Very excited to see that. And of course, I think with the old Christmas period, maybe we'll get a chance for that to happen. At the moment, we're at 98 hundredths of a penny, looking not too bad there as well. Now, I need to add a few other indicators for that. Let's add the Bollinger Band, shall we? Bollinger Bands. And I put that on there. Bam. I should have had this on for some time, but that is the Bollinger Band. And we're at the top half of the Bollinger Band. So another bullish indicator, right? Everything on the indicators is looking really, really good. You can add the DMI and other ones in there too. All looks pretty good. Should we add the DMI? I know you guys love it. You love indicators. I know it. I know it. You know it. I know you know it. And let's show it. Yeah, that's kind of looking good too on the old DMI. All right, let's jump over to the weekly. Let's go to weekly on this one, and let's go full FOMO on Hex on Pulsechain. This is the weekly chart. We got a green week. Look at that. Hey, looking really, really good. We got squeezing Bollinger Bands too on the weekly. That's a good sign. That means typically if it squeezes really tightly, it's going to go one way or the other. And at the moment, it all signals looking to the upside. So watch out for PX, man. Can't keep it down, and don't be that guy. You remember the guy? Don't be that guy. Post the video. Have I still got the video? I'm not sure if I got the video. Let me just have a look here. I still got that guy. Don't be this guy. Have I still got the video up? I don't know. I may have deleted the video. Let me have a look here. It was pretty funny. I played it yesterday. Let me just go to my rubbish bin. Might be in the rubbish bin. Let's see here. Where's that video? This one here. Yeah, so put in the rubbish bin. I'm going to put it back though. We're going to put it back. We're going to go Backstreet Boys again. Let's see here. Now I've got to find it in my video library. This is why you probably shouldn't prematurely delete it. Although I wasn't planning to play it. Let's go.
Oh my God. Why did I sell my fucking Hex, man? I sold my Hex. I had 16 million Hex. And I sold it all. Why? Man, let me show y'all where I sold my Hex. I sold my Hex at day 136. Right around here. When I sold it the next day, it went up to here. I said, okay, I'm going to buy it back when it dipped. The next day, it went up to here. I said, okay, I'm going to wait. Then it went up here. Then it went up here. I sold my Hex, man. And then it went up here, and I said, please dip. Please dip back to 5,000. And then it went up to 10. Oh, I'm so sick. That's like $80-something thousand, man, I could have had. And I sold it. Oh, man, but it's going up, man. I got about $500,000 now.
All right, so yeah, lesson learned from that video, and of course we've got all pretty good indicators now on the PX. So it's definitely going to be one to watch out for at the moment. All right. So just remember that 16 million he had was at the top of the market was worth 8.3 million. And at the time it was worth, once the price had gone up against him, it was worth 85,000 or something like that. So yeah, you just got to take it. Hex has been obviously in a long bear market since it had the big 10,000X. But now it's starting to show signs of life. So we'll keep a lookout on PX then. And maybe the Bitcoin halving in April could be just like it was in 2020. Could be the big fireball for getting the rocket moving up into the right there. But it may happen even earlier. Let's see how we get on there. EHEX at the moment is looking pretty good entry as well. Just over half a penny. Not too much movement there. We did get up to 56/100th of a penny there on EHEX. And of course, that's got a parity play potentially in it as well. There we go. All right, so that is pretty much an EHEX. Look at the combined price of EHEX and PX. Currently just under 1.5 cent at the moment. That is on investex.io. All right, so that's the daily one there. Now we're going to get into the rest of the stuff. So let's go back to validators and have a look at how that's going. We're back at 50,128. I think our all-time high is somewhere around 51,174. Is it? No, 203. It looks at it. 204. 226, 226 from the looks of it. Looks like our all-time high there, 27th of November. But we're back over 50,000 at the moment, 50,128. And the total amount of pulse off the market is 1.6 trillion, which is about 10%. So adding onto liquid loans, we're about 14.5%. 14.5% there is looking pretty good. We've got some comments in the chat here. Who else have we got coming in here? Fast Abdul says, how can I become an influencer? Like there's a course I could take. I think Maddie Allen has done a course on that actually, Fast Abdul. So you might want to check Maddie Allen on that one. Who else there? Craig Pitt in the house there. Morning all. Good to see Craig Pitt. Welcome to the chat. And Wookie as well. Yes, sir. Triple X. I'm not sure what that means, but welcome, Wookie. Umberto as well. Yo, cheers, Superman and RH family. Cheers from the Dominican Republic. Always a pleasure, Umberto. Welcome to the chat as always. Faster Abdul with the super sticker. Appreciate that. I hear there is a fork of what convex coming to Pulsechain. Oh, that's good news. I'll try and follow that up after the live stream. Very, very cool. Thanks for that, Faster Abdul, on the little intel there. We got yo Humberto in house. Yeah, Lies always crushes it. Comes in first of all and gives us the ultimate strategy of Richard Hart. So kind of cool. All right, let's jump over to the gas fees. Gas fees have been amazing, right? Yesterday we were down like 60,000 beats. At 60,000 beats, crazy. It's still pretty low at 151. We're 3/10 of a penny for Pulsex swap, 2/10 of a 200th of a penny for Pulsecoin transfer, and 600th of a penny for PRC20 transfer at the moment. 9,200 times cheaper than Ethereum. $25 to Ethereum swap, and of course 69,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. $13 to a Bitcoin transfer at the moment. So pretty amazing. This Pulsechain, great for compounding, great for profit sharing. Pulsechain is the place to be for the retail book. Going to be amazing. All right, so that is pretty much it for day 221. We're going to start dating 222 soon. Let's go to the other categories. We're going to look at the other categories. So let's go to our second category, which is the top PRC20s on Pulsechain. We're going to sort by liquidity, right? So we sort by liquidity at the top right here, and we're going to see what percentages have been doing pretty well. Treasury bill still up again, up 21%. That was up yesterday, as you guys know. And so that's really cool to see. And look at that, another 2 days in a row. Look at that. And it's actually been going up for a week or so. Really big volume coming in today, though. Wow, that's pretty amazing on that one. So look at the whole chart. That is the chart in context since the beginning. And, man, nice little rally there. Man, some mad gains on that one. 168K liquidity, looking pretty good on Treasury bill. That's a new token, of course, to Pulsechain, not a copy from the fork on the 10th of May. PDI, which has been the talk of the town, is pretty much flat today, but it's still holding over 5,000. Looking okay there for PDI. What else there? Teddy Bear is currently up 35%. And I think you can stake this as on, it's not Daytona Finance, is it? It's the other, I think it's Daytona Finance. It's the other, maybe the other protocol. I think you can stake it. Just can't remember what that is right now. 35% increase today. Looking pretty good. There's a Teddy Bear. And man, look at that, up and away. It's Teddy Bear. Look at that, down up from 2,000. That's pretty mad gains. Look at that from the bottom there. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I don't know why the percentage is not showing, but that is pretty mad gains up there at the moment. What's that? 4.5x or something. Pretty awesome. What else is looking pretty good? That's pretty much it out of all the leaders there. Uniswap's got 5K liquidity, but it's up 30% today on Uniswap. That's a copy, of course, on Pulsechain. And yeah, it's doing not too bad there on Uniswap. So Uniswap, the copy, making a bit of a move there on small liquidity. All right, let's go to our third category, which is, what is it? It is a meme coins. Let's go to meme coins. I don't know how my order of my categories got moved, but it did. And we've got, man, Axis Alive, still pumping it. I mean, it's up 4% today, but look at this. Look at this on Axis Alive. Wow. So a big shout out to him. He's doing pretty well. He's another influence in the Pulsechain Hex community and a TA specialist. It's up for 2 weeks. Look at that. Wow, 270% in 2 weeks. So congratulations on that one. What else we got going? Mega is up 13% as well. Make Ethereum great again. And that's pretty much down, but it's up the last couple of days a little bit there. Put on log scale. That's the log scale there. There we go. And what else? Reflux here is pretty much flat. Wasn't that up yesterday? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's been up for a while. Not too bad on Reflux there. So up 175% in 12 days. Not bad. Not bad. What else is doing well there? We're going to jump through some of these. More token is up 22% from Trayvon. And that is on the back of him launching it. Was it Atribum? Atribum. I always say the word wrong. It's terrible. It's like my arch nemesis, that chain. That chain is my arch nemesis. 67%, 66% there. Gains in 6 days there on the old Trayvon. More token. What else there? I think that's it. Yeah, we're going to talk about TRH protocols separately. Let's do that now, actually. Let's go into 9inch and talk about them. How they're doing. Well, Randy's back. Randy's back again. Like a Backstreet Boy, he's back. And he's got his token launch, right? His NOPE token. We're going to look at that when we get the Pulsechain project. But let's have a look at 9inch quickly. This is the fourth biggest TVL project now on Pulsechain. And of course, it is at 5 zeros, 9,226. has made a little bounce off the bottom. I know many of you may have participated there. I'm not sure, but maybe many of you have. But it's definitely up off the bottom there, looking not too bad. What else is maybe a good buy, maybe good for farming at this price level? They've got more launches apparently coming, more stuff coming. So we'll see what happens here with the projects. What else there? We've got where the ETH goes at 25 cents. It's up 4%. But standout today is Paul Pleb. Paul Pleb is the standout, up 25%. And it looks like it got pumped today. Look at that. Wow. It's been going up for the last week or so. But definitely got pumped way down from up here. I don't really see any reason why it would go up here. But it's definitely pumping at the moment. And it's at 5 zeros at 17.22. So there we go. On that one, what else we got going there? I think that's it on those. Where the ETH goes, still down 25 cents. Not much move on that one. Let's go to our fourth category, really, which is Pulsechain projects. It's our main category with all the Pulsechain projects on it. And let's see where we're going here. I think Helgo had something new today. Just can't remember what that was either. They had something new out there today. Let me jump through some of these. We got Beetroot is up 38%. I don't know if Beetroot had a buy and burn today or something, but they're definitely up 38% at the moment. Doing pretty well. I think their Sugar Beet has been doing very well, as I understand it. So Sugar Beet's apparently doing well. I think one or two people have had some issues, but I think that's been doing pretty well on the old Sugar Beet there, 38%. Let's have a look at the Beetroot chart, actually. Yeah, look, nice little pump there today. Look at that. Bam. Big super pump. I've seen a couple of these on the charts, given the bullish, general bullish movement of Richard Heart tokens, I guess. Some of these are allowed to shine. Tetra there is up 5%. We're waiting for a lot of Tetra stuff to launch, so still waiting for all that high technology stuff. It's kind of high tech like Jacob's ecosystems, kind of like that. Spark Swap up 7% at the moment. Pulse Reflections up 11%. Now we're going to talk about the TRH ecosystem because there's some nice movements on those. Let's have a look through some of these others. Yeah, TRH. We're going to go TRH because there's lots of stuff pumping. So Jacob's ecosystem, as you guys know, we've been covering his latest sacrifice project, the PUSD ALGO, which is going to be the first algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain. But before we get into that, let's get into the TRH ecosystem because they're pumping across the board. Look at that, pump, 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 pump. Now they've got smaller retail book on here, most of them, except for TRH is pretty decent at 164K. And Archie, who's in our Discord, he's been posting in the chat number 2 in our Discord a lot of intel there around TRH and strategy. You don't want to miss out on that. He's really probably the best person out there for it. So you should definitely get into Discord and check that out if you're in the Jacob's ecosystem, particularly for TRH games. So here's all the tokens. They're all up across the board, particularly Plants up 33%, Burns up 31%, 27% on Seed, and 42% on Holy. Seed and Holy don't have a big liquidity, but you know some of these other ones, there's a little bit of a retail play on these. TRH V4 is coming up at some stage, and hopefully I'll be able to give you more news on that once Jacob gets in contact with me. But that is, yeah, they could all be pretty much in hot supply. So definitely check out the big commentary there from Archie that's hot off the press in our Discord today. And thanks for Archie for posting that. That's pretty much it on that. All right, so those are the highlights for the Archie TRH, but Archie's ecosystem's also doing PUSD Algo, potentially the fourth stablecoin on Pulsechain, but probably more of interest is that it's going to be the algorithmic coin with a fully DeFi approach to the stability pool, to the stability of PUSD Algo. Now, it's going to be pegged to USDL. Now, obviously, this is going to be subject to raising the required amount of capital. We're expecting that there's going to be at least 4 or 5 pools need to be set up, and there needs to be adequate capital for that. Now, we do know Jacob was looking to top up the amount, but really it probably depends on the amount that's raised being adequate. So I think there's more work in the pipeline. I think there's another Corey Costa coverage of PSD Algo covering up on Corey Costa's channel. I think there might be another potential influencer coming up as well. And maybe the sacrifice is ticking away there. So we'll wait for we get some more words there from Jacob. But at the moment, we're on day 25 of 45 with the current setup. So people can participate at the moment. Now, obviously, this is going to be fully DeFi. Now, some of the cool benefits that the PSD Algo is going to bring, obviously, it's speculative, more speculative than the others. But it's going to take away some of the problems that Terra Luna had with humans being involved, false collateral with BTC buying, and lots of problems with Anchor protocol and the high yields and the redemption delays and things like that. It's going to take away a lot of those problems, and it's going to fully automate it in DeFi. And that's what Pulsechain's about. Pulsechain's a leader in DeFi. And Jacob is one of the very best devs we have, and he runs some pretty big teams of devs to do it, right? So he's running multiple protocols at the moment. So if we want innovation in this ecosystem, we've got to support the developers to do it, right? That not all these teams have big VC capital access. They need community-led capital raises. So now, not all sacrifices are created equal. Now, as you guys know, 50% of the sacrifice raised through this is going to be going into the liquidity pools, and 25% is going to go into the stability miners. So that's 75% of all the capital raised. That's going to smash all the other sacrifice projects in terms of its capital allocation, which is a fraction what it seems so far into the liquidity pools compared to the sacrifice raises. So obviously, it costs money for developers to build these systems. So that's kind of where the other 25% is going. So this is really a game changer in terms of approaches to sacrifices. And of course, you're backing one of the smartest devs and as a development team that we have in Pulsechain. Now, obviously, there's going to be some key components of that. It's going to be the ability to mint PUSD using Algo. Algo is going to be kind of the Luna token, and PUSD will be the CST stable. And of course, PUSD is going to be pegged to a USDL, which is a brilliant move because that's going to tie it to, obviously, there's $19 million of USDL now. It's also going to benefit from the liquid loans, liquidity fork liquidations, which helps keeps the USDL pegged. So it's going to be a double up for PUSD, which is going to be amazing. And of course, Algo could be help with the scalability because you can just have, as the ecosystem grows, more Algo will be out there and people are going to be able to mint their PUSD stablecoin with it. So it's going to be bullish from that point of view. Obviously, people can also provide liquidity to defend the peg through providing multiple different tokens that have stablecoin pools, and it's going to be amazing to see a huge range of different assets people can put in and lock them away and help support the stability miner. So it's going to be pretty cool from that point of view. Everything people do on the platform is going to earn flex, and they're going to earn that just by doing any action. They're going to earn flex and earn rewards from the V3 fees, which is great. That's a constant passive income earner. And of course, you're going to be able to stake your Algo and PUSD to earn some of the inflation yield there. It's going to be pretty bullish back in Algo and PUSD. So it's going to be awesome for that sort of stuff there. And of course, the longer you put that in, the better rewards. We've got some indicated rewards here, 8.7 and 3.7% at the moment on these, just to give you an idea that it's not going to be near as high as Anchor offering, which was 20%, which was always one of the criticisms of the Terra Luna ecosystem. So we're going to have a better approach to, obviously, the Terra Luna thing to get a proper algorithmic coin. Will this be the first approach that really crushes it? And I'm really optimistic about it with the stability miners setting limit orders and things like that to keep the peg. And of course, you get to participate in that. It's going to be pretty neat. The other thing, of course, is there's going to be a lot of different activities. Anything you do on the platform is going to earn you flex. So that's going to be really cool, and you're going to earn a share of the V3 fees there. Now, obviously, to make that possible, they need to reach the certain amount of liquidity that they need to do that. Remember, 50% is going to the liquidity pools. They have to set up multiple pools. Obviously, there's 4 tokens in place, and they're also going to be pegging to USDL. So, and then the other side of it is that, there's more to be coming from the space here. Now, if you want to get involved with this, there's 2 different bonuses you will get. The first one is a referral bonus. Now I have a 19% one in the video description. So that's going to get you off to a great start straight away. The second one is if you do over $1,000, you'll also get a bonus X, which is somewhere at the moment between 1.25 and 2 multiplier, which is a pretty big multiplier. And of course, that's going to be in addition to the referral bonus. So it's a big deal. If you do over $1,000, you automatically qualify. It will randomly generate that multiplier. And once you've got that multiplier, you'll be able to use that for the rest of the sacrifice period. Now, if the capital raise doesn't get to the required target that Jacob needs, then there may be some sort of extension to the time frame. And of course, he has trying to organize more influencers to cover the project as well. So we've got at the moment an example. For example, let's have a look at an example of this guy. This one here used a 1.18 referral bonus, and they did over $1,000. So they had $7,000 including their referral bonus. And they ended up automatically getting a random bonus X bonus, which happened to be 1.78 in this case. So they ended up with all those bonuses at $12,617. Once you take those dollars, you can then divide it by what you get. For every dollar you sacrifice, including the bonuses, you get 20 algo, 200 flex, and 1 wrap PUSD there. So for 1 wrap PUSD, which is kind of the reward token for the stablecoin, you get about 2,000 algo equivalents. That's kind of the ratio there. So in terms of this case, this person had 12,617. They ended up getting 252,000 algo coins, 2.5 million flex tokens, which is the reward token on the platform member from doing any activity. And of course, they got 126 wrap PUSD stable coins, which is the reward version of the PUSD. So that's what you kind of get there. And the link's in the video description if you want to participate in that. Now, there is docs on there. You can go through, read the docs for a lot more detail. But of course, as you guys know, I've done 2 videos with Jacob, which are really insightful. You definitely watch those 2 videos on this channel that you can go check out that I've done with Jacob on the PUSD, the first algorithmic coin on Pulsechain. Now, like I say, some of the benefits that this will potentially have if it launches and successes, with 75% of the sacrifice prices going straight back in to the liquidity pools and the stability miner to make it operate straight away, is that it's going to help scale Pulsechain. It's going to bring a 4th stablecoin, PUSD, which is a fantastic brand name, PUSD, Pulsechain USD. And of course, number 3, it's going to potentially have high TVL because it can keep scaling. So it's going to help. Scaling helps with the supply and demand. You know, this can potentially be limits even with liquidity forks around that. We see that on liquidity. It might not be as bad on Pulsechain with Pulse and Pulsex, the way that it's been set up, but definitely scalability can be expanded through the algo. And of course, the supply and demand can just grow. The other thing, of course, if it does do that, then high TVL is going to occur, and PUSD algo could be one of the very biggest TVLs, potentially even bigger than liquid loans and Pulsechain if it gets adopted with the adoption. There's definitely a potential, and of course, word of mouth might do that. Maybe a lot of influencers, all those sort of things could play out. And of course, that's going to attract a lot of big market participants that are not inside Pulsechain. Once they hear about it, they'll go, wow, this is really cool, and it's working really well. So if it's working, mechanism is working, then it will attract a lot of capital, and then potentially be pretty massive in terms of helping adoption. So huge for TVL, scalability, and adoption. And of course, having a 4th stable coin that's algorithmic, really powerful. And of course, the cool thing is you get to earn different ways of earning on the protocol, which is very cool. So excited about it. We'll see what happens. One caveat, of course, it is more speculative than the others. It's also a new approach, a full DeFi approach. There's no middleman, no humans involved. And of course, the other thing is, of course, the capital needs to be raised. So we'll find out what happens in the new year by the time that happens. But anyway, the link's in the video description if you want to participate in that. That brings us to the final topic, of course. But before we do that, let's go to the stable coins, quickly have a look at how they're operating on Pulsechain so far, since they're all pretty brand new. We've got Coast at the moment, is currently at 98.5 cents. This is operating full market, of course, so just below PEG at the moment. We've got USDL from Liquid Loans is operating pretty well. It's been above PEG, but it looks like it's back at PEG at the moment. Let's go to the daily on this. That is the daily chart there from Liquid Loans. So we were well above PEG. So that's kind of good, and we're just currently sitting exactly on $1 at the moment. We had a volatile day yesterday, of course, on USDL, but this is what PUSD will be pegged to as well. Remember that. So it's going to benefit from its stability mechanisms there, like liquidations on that one. And of course, at the moment, we've got a current prototype of PUSD, which is live on Pulsechain. And you can see at the moment, the liquidity is dominated by Jacob's setup. It's got about 40-something miners running on this at the moment as a prototype. And it's been very well pegged, pretty much around the $1 there. But remember, that controls most of the liquidity at the moment on that one. So that's kind of the play there. That leads us into Hex daily stats. So we're going to talk about that. Before we do, though, let's catch up on the chat. We may have a few more comments in there. We've got Sandy Beach is staking for Tetris would be good. Yeah, we're waiting for that. It was one of the pools was supposed to be coming out for Tetris. So stay tuned for that. I'll try and update that later on today. If you want to join Discord, that's the link in the video description. Join up. We're having a blast in the Discord. Really, we've got some great members in there, and you can become one of our great members as well. Join up today. It is a private Discord, so we keep out spammers and other people like that. And it's $5 a month for the general membership. And if you want to join Strategy Club, is $35 a month. And man, we are covering some really high value bullish targets that are doing very well indeed. So definitely want to get into that. Brian definitely says smash up the likes, and I agree with Brian, our community leader, on that one. John Gibbons as well. Hey guys, is there somewhere I can start and end stake easily and safely without needing to take loads of steps? Well, John, we have all those links in the Discord under useful links. So if you're on our Discord already, or if you're not, join up today. It's in useful links, but definitely get in there. There's a couple of good sites here you can use. So definitely join up the Discord there. Hexavator as well. Hey gang, good to see Hexavator. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, Brennan there as well. Morning, Superman and family. Now, John, just back to your question again. You could use Icosa. You could use what's the new one out at the moment? Hex Scout. You could use that. So those are two good ones. Or you could use the front end IPFS that's official at the moment. There's a couple there, but we have all the links in our useful links in Discord, which is pretty neat. All right, let's get back to it. Hex Daily Stats. Should we do that? I think so. Let's do that. Do that. Bam. All right, hex.com. Check it out. Hex by Hex. Burn it for T-shares. That's how simple it is on Ethereum and Pulsechain, two different chains. So let's get into the numbers. Hex.com. Check it out in the video description. And of course, we've got the day hot off the press there, hopefully, for day 1478 on Ethereum. 19th of December, we've got the price at half a penny, just over half a penny there, down 4.5%. The payout per T-share is the main number, 6.728 hex per T-share. Share rate is up again today, 22, up to 31,093. The average mining length at the moment for T-share miners is 7.08 years, and a 39% APY for existing T-share miners, looking pretty amazing. And the T-shares are down 1,800. We're sitting at 9,702,000 T-shares at the moment. Looking at the stake percentage of coins, 9.33% of all hex is staked on the old Ethereum chain. We had pretty good penalties today, 676,000. We got 65.3 million hex in the reward pool that all the T-share miners are getting, which is pretty awesome. Liquid holders up 5, miners down 6 with 119,592 miners on the old Ethereum chain. Looking at Pulsechain, at day 200, and what did I say it was? Day 220? Is that what I said it was? Let me double check what day it is. 221, day 221, that's it. So day 221, 19th of December. We got the price just under 1 penny there, 98 hundredth of a penny, up 3.2%. So we had 3 good days on Pulsechain. Looking at the payout, 6.75 hex per payout. Sorry, 6.75 hex per T-share. And of course, the share rate there is up 6.7 today to 31,073. The average mining length is 6.83 years, and the APY 38%. Looking at the T-shares, are down 652. We've got 9.771 million. That's another way of saying it. And of course, the lock percentage of coins, 9.78% of all hex is locked on the old Pulsechain. Massive 2 million penalties today in hex. Look at that big penalty today. We almost got 66 million hex in the reward pool, looking pretty nice. The T-share miners love extra rewards. The growth numbers were up 21 liquid holders, up 8 miners to 124,634 miners, which is about 5,000 more than there is on Pulsechain. And that is the results today for Hex. We're on day on 1479 for Ethereum, and day 222, I guess it is, for Pulsechain. Hex.com. Find the link in the video description. Now, if you want to ask any questions, we do have a crypto helpline in our Discord, which is probably the only one that does it. So get in there, and it's community led there. We also got cool moderators that help out doing that too. So if you've got any questions, get into our Discord. It's the place to be. All right, that is it, folks. Pulsechain at the moment looking pretty good. Our Christmas baby rally is still intact, as we are currently on the 20th of December or the 19th of December, depending where you are around the world, ticking away towards Christmas Day. And of course, everyone loves Christmas trees and presents and food and all the good stuff, family and friends. It's a time for celebration after a hard year's work there for a lot of people. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's jump into it. 54 minutes on the hour. Man, we're doing well today. My voice is cracking up a bit. You guys can hear it. Actually, my voice is, I may have slightly overthrown it yesterday. Yesterday, we did a full live stream in an hour and 15 minutes. So there today, 55 is probably a good day to do a slightly shorter live stream. What else did we got? A couple more comments. We got Brendan in the house there, Morning Superman and family. Brendan's one of our awesome moderators and TA specialist in the chat. What else we got going there? I think that's it, is it? Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. 55 minutes on the hour. That's 55 is a favorite number of ours, so that's probably pretty good. I'm going to play out some cool stuff on the way out. Let's play out some music, eh? I got to get some Christmas music on here, I think. And we need to put something on there like that. All right. Don't forget to check out PUSD Algo. Links in the video description. 9% referral bonus. Looks like a hot to trot with 75% of the sacrifice funds going to the protocol itself. So it's not being wasted. You don't have to ask where it's gone. It's right there. All right. What else we got here? Let me find out some. I was going to find. I've got to go to this file here. And let's go to this one here. All right. Peace out, everybody. Take care. And I'll catch you guys in Discord. That's the place to be. Bye for now.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.